Spending some time this morning with Tia Hermelin, a Gering senior, a state qualifying swimmer, and a world traveler. Again, an exchange student from where again in Sweden?
Stockholm, so
Fair enough. But you have, this has been your home since late summerish, and obviously you've grown comfortable in the area at Bulldog Life. But I've read or seen that you've had a kind of a bucket list of what you want to accomplish in Nebraska during your time in Nebraska. And I think at the top, if I'm wrong, was attending a Husker football game. Were you able to do that?
I went to the blackout game, so that was a pretty cool experience. I've never been to like that big of a sports event, so that was really cool.
What was that experience like? Just the game and everything?
I just thought it was a lot of people in one spot. Like I've never been to such a big arena with a lot of people in it, and especially because it was not only like the Huskers game, it was a blackout Huskers game too. That just I think it happened once a year, right? So I think that was really cool.
In traveling, the swim team does a lot of that, a lot of long trips.
That's very unusual.
So you've seen a lot of the state through the window of a bus or a van. And during those rides, how do you like to spend your time? I mean, obviously schoolwork first, right? Right. But do you like listen to music, watch movies, read, or just talk with teammates? How do you kind of spend those hours on the bus?
So usually when we go on bus rides, my friends in Sweden are usually up because that's like when we are in school usually, and they're home from school, so I usually talk to them, and I usually talk with my friends in the class, of course, too. But schoolwork, of course, I have a lot of music and those kind of things, and prepare for the meetings.
And in these meets, you've been doing very well, you and your team. I think this past week you just lowered your time again in the backstroke to about do you have a time in mind that you want to hit?
So before the meet this weekend, I wanted to go under 105 in the 100 backstroke, and I got it now. But now my goal is to go under 104. Well, second is a lot in swimming, so. But my goal, I think, is like 103.30. No, what's that?
Cool. What is a fast, or was last week in the fastest you ever? I mean.
So like we swim in meters in Sweden, so it's like different from what I'm used to. I did not swim last year in Sweden, so I'm not the best I've been, but I'm feeling pretty good because I feel so much faster here because it's a yard shorter. So, but I think this is the fastest. This is like what I've done in Sweden the bestest. So I'm in like the same speed as I usually have, so I'm pretty happy with that.
The backstroke, has that always been your top event, or maybe it's the one that you've become the most accomplished in since you started swimming?
Yeah, when I was younger, I did a lot of freestyle, short distance, but then, like 1 meet, I've been pretty good at backstroke, and since then I've just been swimming backstroke, and I just love it, because you can freeze, and it's like, you can't really do that in anything else, so.
What kind of made you want to become an exchange student?
My mom did it when she was the same age as me in Connecticut, so I was pretty inspired by her, and she really wanted to do it too. So, and it's a good experience to have. And I've always loved traveling.
Before you came here, how much did you know about Nebraska or the Midwest?
I've never heard about Nebraska, so I know about Colorado. So I got like the news that I was going to be in Colorado, Wyoming, or Nebraska. I had no idea what that was. But people have said to me that I got the best state, so I'm pretty happy about that.